What's up guys, it's me Zerodomai Kitsune, covering yet again another adult game. This time it's a kart racer. Now, complete disclosure, I am being paid to... like I get paid money to do this. What do I look like, PewDiePie? No, complete disclosure, I have talked to the creator of this game multiple times. He's a pretty nice guy, and that might color my opinion slightly. So the game is called Shady Lewd Kart, and it's made by none other than fellow game review content creator Shades from the Shady Corner channel. If you have never seen his content, he also reviews adult video games, but unlike my channel, his is entirely devoted to it. So maybe check him out. His brand of comedy isn't always my cup of tea, but he's entertaining nonetheless.
Let's go again. Oh! We unlocked the bongos! Oh, hang on a minute. This game might actually be a little bit better than I thought. Toys. Bongos.
Anyways, the game. So it's a simple old school kart racer, a genre I haven't indulged in since like the Nintendo 64, so I'm a bit out of my element here. But despite that, I had a ton of nostalgic fun with a smile plastered on my face the entire time. Obviously, the in-game graphics aren't the cutting edge of ray tracing technology, but I can accept the retro look presented here. On a side note, showing this to a friend, he tried to say that this looked less retro and more like a PS1 early PS2 game, but I had to break it to him. It's 2019. PS2 is retro now. They don't try to do anything that would actually look bad in these graphics, so don't expect any lewd content during gameplay, might be for the best. But the trademark kart power-ups do have a pervy theme to them. You can shoot panties, drop globs of lube on the ground, wear protection to shield yourself from enemies, and even vibrate yourself a speed boost. Speaking of vibe though, smack an Everyone Is Here logo on this game, because one of the big selling points is having a plethora of characters from other mature games in its roster. Reps from indies like Third Crisis, Venture Seas, Future Fragments, and even some less adult titles like Haiti, with more to come in the future as the game develops. They even have their own prologue and ending scenes for the story mode, complete with some mature developments in the end. The story mode has some fun quirks to separate it from just being the average kart racer too. Aside from just trying to win each race, you are also trying to win the affection of your pit girl, a character who talks to you before each race and offers a power-up depending on your response.
What is more important to you on the track, hun? The fact you're scared of ending up a bloody pulp of a skid mark on the road for many people to drive over. Pussy.
Obviously, winning her affections means a lot more in this kind of game than it would in a regular console kart racer, and by collecting various gifts placed on the track, you can build her affection gauge, unlocking CGs at different milestones. Yep, shower your waifu in gifts, the game demands it. This is probably the most fun part of the game, trying to get the gifts and simultaneously win within the top 3 of each race, because if you don't, then the gifts don't count. So getting creative with the tracks is a necessity. At first I thought the CG unlocks were a bit too slow, with the gauge only going up little bit by bit after each race, but after enough playing I realized, I just suck at kart racers. Collecting most of the gifts on the map gives plenty of points, and actually getting them all nets you a ×2 multiplier. The tracks themselves deserve mentioning as well, since obviously they are one of the most important parts of any racing game. This being a demo, there are only 3 stages available, each representing something Shades has worked on. You have the starting Lewd Kart track, a track based on the Trash Living Terry, and even a track based on their previous game, Flameboo, a game that was actually given to me for free, but I, kind of forgot to do a video about it. Now as a demo, like I said about the stages, the amount of content is pretty limited right now. A ton of the character slots are still locked, there's only 1 cup which is pretty easy once you get the hang of it, and only 1 pit girl to romance. Or whatever you call giving out random gifts. But for what was presented here, it was pretty fun and shows a lot of potential. Like I've said before, I always like to see these sorta sexy games go out of the standard visual novel RPG box and spread to doing something else. I do hope that as they add more tracks, they also add some more power-ups, since that adds a lot of fun to the kart racing experience, but that's really the only criticism I can think of after playing it for a few hours. So if you want to try out this little indie kart racer, check out the game's YouTube trailer linked below, or maybe just go directly to their itch.io page. Once again, it is a safe work site, so there should be no problem there. But aside from that, I will see you guys next time. Peace!
My nigga.